Hello everybody, my name's Jax and welcome to the channel. So in today's video, this is a game development channel, I suppose, and I'm learning how to develop games, and I sometimes play Warzone occasionally. I've gone off it a little bit, but I digress, right? So in today's devlog, it could be devlog 53, and I'm just churning these devlogs out, and I'm just spewing whatever words pop into my brain, my now broken brain, just from the last like several years of being broken, right? So actually I seen a message on someone's it wasn't on my thing, but someone put, there was a developer on a game developer on a YouTube channel, and he's talking about how you do this, how you do that, and someone commented, I can tell you're a game developer because you look tired. And that's a very good observation, and very true as well. Anyone that looks tired, they're a game developer. I think that's how the world works, right? But anyway, where am I, right? So I just want to show you sort of what I've done. So I'm also very embarrassed to say that up until this point, about 2 days ago, I didn't know how to texture paint in Blender. So I've been making stuff in Blender. I've been making some quite complex little assets in Blender, to be fair, but I've never understood how to actually texture paint, and I can texture paint now slightly. So I made these rocks, and they actually look pretty cool. Look. Pretty cool. So this isn't fully it is texture painted. I did texture paint it in Blender, but what I've done with that is I've made like that rock is an actor. So what that allows you to, I mean, there might be easier ways to do this, and I think I'll probably find an easier way, but this is an actor, right? And when you've got an actor, it allows you to put an overlay material on it. So let's go to the viewport. So this rock is just that rock with just a plain material, just a very plain one color material, but then it's got an overlay material. Where's the overlay material? You have to trust me, it does have an overlay material, but I can't find where that section is now. What? Okay, yeah, so look, rendering. Oh yeah, it's in rendering. Overlay. So it's got an overlay material on it, and the overlay material is my texture paint. Is my texture paint texture. Can be deleted. So my texture paint texture that I made in Blender, with a bit of a Fresnel on it, added to a base color, and then with 2.5 emissive color. So that's why the edges, because the texture paint is the edge and them little dots, so that's why it's given that sort of blur around the edges type thing. But I thought that was pretty cool. This is pretty like one of my first attempts at properly texture painting, so you know, I will get stuck into that a bit more now, because I can make my whole game look a bit better if I can add gradients and stuff in Blender. It makes it a lot easier. I mean, it's something that I should have learned. It's something that I should have learned a long time ago when I was first starting doing Blender, but I just wanted to throw my assets into a game. I wanted to build a character and throw it in a game. And then when I started throwing stuff into Unreal, I realized that you can just change make your materials in Unreal. So I always just used like just one color for the colors on my players and my things and that. So now that I actually know how to do it, I will be adding better textures to my sort of surroundings and stuff like that. So if you play the game now, I need to change that engine sound. I don't like the engine sound at all. I made like this little crate. And see, I'm using the textures. I'm using like a noise texture on the roughness of that crate to make it look like it's worn down in parts. I made this little sort of drill machine. Yeah, I've made some little floor markings so it looks as if that's where work was going on. I've also got my ammo supply sorted now. Yeah, I need to change this engine sound. I don't like it. I don't think players will like it as well, because it's a sound that needs to... The engine sound is a sound that needs to be on the game all the time. So it needs to be a really nice frequency that's not too jarring. So, yeah, I've added lights as well now. So, look, it's got all the lighting in there. Then I've made these ammo resupply ammo here. And you got to there, the same as way as you do the health. You press it. And then you get ammo. Then you press it. And that's infinite, but like it's going to take like 5 or 6 seconds. I think it takes 5 seconds to get your ammo. And unless you collect that, you can't just spam it. So look, it won't let me do it again until I've took that. And now I can do it again. See, so it 5 seconds or whatever might not seem like a long time, but the aim of this game is to get your time down. So you've got to come over here, get a time down. The opposing team's got to try and stop the time. So they've got to come up to your timer and press it and stop it. So 5 seconds getting your ammo, 10 seconds getting your health and stuff like that is going to be vital, really. Yeah, so these rocks don't look too bad. Look, they look pretty cool now, actually. Pretty happy with that. Made like this little bit here. No, I didn't make this bit. Yeah, so I've just added this crate here so you can actually go in this crate. You can sort of bunny hop that bit there. Yeah, that's it. I don't know if... I think that was pretty much everything I wanted to show you. I did want to get this devlog done today, though, because... The reason why is because now the fun really starts, because... Yeah, I need to change that engine sound. But, yeah, the fun really starts now because... the map is kind of finished. Like, the utilities are kind of finished. The coding's done. Well, no, the coding's not done. But the coding is somewhat roughly done for this button. The coding's somewhat roughly done for the ammo and the health and the target practice. So now all I have to do, and the map is kind of nearly finished. The coding's done for these little loot drop supplies. So when you drive up there, look, when that light goes off, the little droid comes out. They drop that and they go back in. So the coding's done for all them little functions. It's all got to be tightened up. All the coding's got to be tightened up. I've got to find easier ways to do it. I've got to find more efficient ways to do the coding for them things. But the fun is going to start now because I've got to get the coding right for the... No, actually, no, saying that's another thing I need to do. I'm going to probably redesign the player. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I might, instead of having a go-kart, he might have like a tripod, one leg, with one wheel on it. It'll make the player taller, and it'll give me like crouch options and different movement options. So I do want to do that, and I think I will do that, but I'm not definitely doing that, if that makes sense. Yeah, then I gotta get the animations right for the main character, and then I'm mainly into code then. So at the moment I'm still building assets and that, and I've got it in this map, but all the code and that will be done after this will be done in a little small, it won't be on this map, it won't need to be on this map, it will just be on like a little cube, and all I need to do is test like movement and test widgets and test like player select and all different things like that, and test all the multiplayer stuff and weapons and make some new weapons. And but yeah, the map is kind of finished to the point where I could just not leave it like this, but I could just start getting on with the code, the bulk of the code now, and then finish up some of the assets a bit later on. But yeah, it's getting close to, the map's getting close to being a rough copy, because what I hope to do with this game is get everything done, then one by one redo everything. So get it all done, then go back to the start and go, right, how can I make this regen zone look better? How can I make the main character look better? How can I make this ammo bit look better? How can I make this look better? And then one by one going around every bit until I'm happy with every bit and changing the whole thing again. So yeah, just keep tuning it and tuning it and tuning it until I've got it exactly how I want it. But I'm actually quite happy with the progress. I think I'm doing all right. I'm working on it a lot, so that's all you can do really. But yeah, I'm also quite happy that I know it is a little bit late in the day to learn to texture paint, but better late than never, innit? Because I was just winging it through without any textures at all. I was just throwing materials on things and going, that's it, that's cool. See, so as you can see, like this rock here has no texture on it. It's just plain pink. And then these rocks obviously have got the texture on them. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you found some value in this video, or enjoyed this video, or are enjoying following the journey of an FPS game being built. And when it's not going to be for a few months, but it will start looking like an actual real game with like a start screen and a finding players and what you call it, players, customizing your players and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.